Hello, this is Mark Satterfield, and welcome to the Velvet Rope Playbook. Tonight's chapter, The Registry Effect, How DuPont Sells Dreams Without Saying a Word. There's a reason the DuPont Registry has been on the coffee tables of the wealthy for decades, right next to the Robb Report and a bottle of 25-year-old scotch. But it's not just because it shows off Ferraris, Gulfstreams, and waterfront estates. It's because it knows how to do one thing better than almost anyone: turn material objects into status validation. No desperate discounts, no big red sale banners, just presence. A Rolls-Royce photographed like art. A private jet framed like a fantasy. A home lit to feel like a secret you'd inherit if your grandfather was a shipping magnate. And tucked between the pages, trust. Not of the seller, but of the platform. That's what the DuPont Registry offers. That's what the wealthy pay attention to. And that's what most professionals completely miss. You're not just selling a service. You're selling the feeling that choosing you affirms who they already believe they are. And if you want to learn how to create that effect, to become not just a choice, but a symbol, go to getwealthyclients.com. And when you're there, you'll find the same frameworks, training programs, and positioning systems that have helped luxury real estate agents, financial advisors, and high-level consultants stop chasing and start attracting elite clients. That's getwealthyclients.com. Now, let's flip the pages on what the DuPont Registry teaches us. Lesson 1. Don't sell, signal. The registry doesn't explain why a Lamborghini is valuable. It shows it. Angular, shimmering, dominant. The ad copy doesn't scream. It whispers. This isn't for everyone. It's for you, if you know what you're looking at. That's the secret of scarcity-based prestige marketing. There's a man named Blake Merriman who runs a boutique succession advisory firm for race team owners and luxury dealership families. He doesn't pitch. Instead, he sends a small linen-bound book, 4 pages long, no contact info on the front, featuring legacy case studies and a single line embossed on the final page. Your legacy deserves more than liquidity. It deserves interpretation. He doesn't ask for the call. They call him. Because like the registry, he doesn't sell. He signals. Which brings me to lesson number 2. Prestige comes from curation. The DuPont Registry doesn't list everything. It only shows what fits their world. That's why it works. When you look through the registry, you're not being overwhelmed by options. You're being invited into a worldview. And that worldview says, if it's here, it's been vetted. If it's here, it belongs. That's what elite clients want from you. Not to see how many services you offer, but to know that what you do offer is part of a system, intentional, rare, and elevated. There's a woman named Claire Desroux who runs a private branding firm for next-generation heirs. Her intake form has just 2 questions. 1, what legacy are you embarrassed by? 2, what legacy are you building? Clients find her through a single ad once per year, in the DuPont Registry, of course. No lead magnet, no funnel, just alignment. Because when your brand lives inside a context of trust, your credibility is inherited by association. Want to create that kind of halo effect for your business? Well, you'll find the playbook at getwealthyclients.com. That's where I break down the tactics, tones, and strategic sequencing that make you look like a natural fit for ultra-high net worth clients before you even speak. That's getwealthyclients.com. Lesson number 3. Aspiration is the hook, not information. Nobody reads the DuPont Registry just to shop. They read it to remind themselves of the life they've already are living, or the one they're about to claim. It's aspirational reinforcement. So what does that mean for you? Your marketing doesn't necessarily need to be informative. It needs to feel like the next logical step for someone who already sees themselves as elite. A consultant named Victor Lang works with clients who own vineyards, superyachts, and digital art collections. His offer? Private family philosophy advisement. So what does that mean? No one quite knows. But his website looks like the splash page of a prestige hotel. His onboarding deck is printed on rag paper and delivered by courier. And his wait list includes a prince, 2 heirs, and the CEO of a carbon credit firm. Because he markets the way DuPont does. Aspiration first, explanation last, if ever. A final thought. Be the magazine, not the ad. Most professionals try to be the product. Pick me, I'm available, I can help. That's fine for the middle of the market. But the Registry teaches us the real power isn't in the product. It's in the platform that makes the product feel chosen. What you need to build isn't just a better service. You need a better context. When you design your brand to look like it belongs in the DuPont Registry, not on it, you start to attract clients who instinctively trust you. Not because you said the right thing, but because you were already in the room. And if you want help building that presence, go to getwealthyclients.com. You'll find the books and blueprints that show you how to design offers, language, and systems that don't just impress the wealthy, they include them by design. Don't pitch. Don't chase. Be the Registry. This is Mark Satterfield. Thanks for listening to this chapter of the Velvet Rope Playbook. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.